Islanders, welcome back to another video. And yes, you've not seen this boat for a while. So in the winter, I take this boat out of the water and it sits on a hard standing because the harbour here just gets a bit too rough to leave a boat in. So off the bat, the last video I did on this boat, and I've done a series, I think I've done something like 10 episodes on this boat. This boat I restored, it was an absolute wreck. The electrics were shot, the bodywork was in a bit of poor condition, you know, a few little jobs. The engine was completely salted up. She's a 1998, that's pretty old. So pretty pleased with how she operates. I did consider buying a new boat, and we'll have a look at a new boat later on. There's a brand new one of these in the harbour and I'll show you it. So I'll show you some of the jobs I've done at the moment. So first things first, you're not going to see it, but I've put a dual battery system in here now. It's a bit of a mess, I haven't finished it yet, but it's good enough to get out. Okay, so dual battery system, two separate batteries. One runs the engine and the other one runs all the electronics, and they are completely transferable should one fail. It's always good to have a redundancy. All right, I've had quite a lot of caffeine today, so I do apologise. It's about 7 AM, so we're out on high tide. This is Laxey on the Isle of Man. I love it here. Okay, so off the bat, one of the issues I had was my steering cables. As you know, if you watch any of my previous videos, we're back to front, so turn left to go right, turn right to go left, and I just tolerated it all last year, but they've been swapped out now. I've got no imagery of those. Straight off, you can see these windows have been replaced. I tried everything that all the forums suggested. I tried Nomex, I tried the wire wall to bring them back. They were just shot. In fact, you can see how shot they are because I left the side ones as they were, so I wasn't that bothered. So yeah, I got 5mm perspex. Everyone said get polycarb, but personally speaking, I wasn't that bothered. It's going to do the job. You might notice something else here. So I got this thing. It's called a bridge or radar arch. Depends how you look at it. I actually bought this off eBay. It was about £130. If you buy them from Warrior, they're like £400, so I didn't see the point. There is a slight curve on the roof, so you have to take that into account when you're doing it. I just heated it up and it was fine. Now I mentioned the second battery here, and we've got two solar panels now, and they feed both batteries individually. So two complete systems, one here, one here. Probably could have amalgamated them and ran them through like a Blue Sea system or something. That is the gold standard, but I'm more than happy with that. Let's have a look what we're in here. We're in 30 foot of water. Don't know if you can see that, I do apologise. And we're drifting at about 1 mile an hour. Next bit of kit, light bar. This thing is a beast. I haven't got any footage of it on, but doing sort of night camping and going out for sort of 24-hour missions. Certainly when we start doing the chumming, I'm going to be out for quite a while. As we know, sharks are more active at sort of sunrise and sunset, so we will be going out in darkness. This thing lights up the bay, it's amazing. Put some little storage things here just for putting my dive mask etc in. The throttle cables, they were really stiff. The keel cord now works. I bought new cables, set out to replace them, and turns out the cables are absolutely fine. The issue is in the engine side. We tried everything. I had a proper marine sort of engineer have a look at it because I don't know what I'm doing 100% to be honest, and he couldn't fix it either. So did consider buying a new engine, but then I sort of went down the rabbit hole of maybe I should just buy a new boat. It's something I am considering. There was a really nice one for sale on the Warrior forum. I'll show you it. I want a grey boat. I just think they look ace. Yes, I know they're harder to see at sea, but I've got all this technology here, like the personal locator beacon etc, so I'm not too worried about that. But just looked beautiful, but I did miss out on it, so I'm considering that potentially. But see how much we use this one. Like I say, I'm quite nostalgic about this boat because I had it when it was an absolute nail, and she runs a dream now. So the auxiliary engine, I fired that up, first pull, it's great. You'll notice I've got a sticker on there. I put a GPS tag inside that now, so if someone nicks it, because they're easy to steal, I doubt it, but if they do, I'm sorted. Other than that, we've got new fuel lines. Some of the other jobs I've done on the boat, if you're new to the series, we put LED lights throughout the boat, fully rewired it, got a fuel water separator, desalted all the engine, took all the crap out of it, and yeah, put the Fishfinder in. I have got a second Fishfinder. You'll notice I've got a Star, a Railblazer Starport there. Currently I've just got a VHF sitting on it. I've got probably 10 or 12 of these mounts to install on this boat, because I've got the iPad mount to go up there. So I've got Navionics, which is like a mapping system, or I want to use ResQFinder. There's a World War II plane up there somewhere. I'd love to go and dive it. Some of the wiring's a bit rough looking. I've got to finish that, but I can do that in the harbour. That's not a problem. Other than that, I'm going to mount the sub. It's just an absolute breath of fresh air being able to see out my windows. But today's just a quick shakedown of the boat. I just wanted to check it out really, make sure everything was working. It's been sat there for ages. I did get a couple of people say you don't need to winterize your boat. That was the last video I did on this boat. And actually, we had a really cold weather this year, and the boat was frozen solid all over, covered in snow, and it was worth dropping the oil out of their lower gearbox just in case there's any water in it, crack your casing. So I was quite pleased with that. But enough chat. What we'll do is I'll bring her back in and we'll go, if we can, have a look at that brand new boat. I took a few shots of it the other day. It's a guy called Mike. His is a 2022, although it's just been in the water for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Warrior 170. I'm a big Warrior fan. I'm not sponsored obviously by Warrior, but it does the job for me. I've considered ribs, but now that I've got the Carbon Pro Sib, soft hull inflatable, I kind of have the best of both worlds. So I'm absolutely ecstatic and fortunate enough to have these little things. So without further ado, let's fire this up again, shall we? First turn. Oh yeah, the telltale's on. If ever that telltale's not spitting water out, kill your engine. It's going to overheat. Probably a damaged impeller. This has had a new impeller last year, so we're pretty good actually. Such a difference having steering that works. See what we can get out of it down here. 15, 17, 21, 22, 25. Just did a little speed test there. 27 mile an hour, and that wasn't even full throttle. But the beach here is in no wake zone. There's not many people on it, but I don't like to go fast near the beach with a public car because it just rips a wake in, and anyone on a paddleboard or whatever is going to have some words probably. So respect everyone on the water, right? This was always a bit sketchy when I couldn't see out my windows. It wasn't like that. Normally I'd be standing up like a dog looking over the front here. What I do with the transducer, there we go, so when it goes low tide it won't get damaged. Engine's tilted up, or won't do any harm. Alright, I'm happy with that. So that is a 2022 Warrior 170 Ellen May, named after his mother. Absolutely beautiful boat. Try and pull alongside a little bit and we'll see what we can if we can see any of it a bit better. Oh, that is a proper boat, isn't it? I think he's got a Suzuki 90 on the back, I'm not 100% sure, but look, I don't know if you can make out in the video, that's carbon fibre at the bottom. What a weapon. Okay, let's have a quick skeet in the cover. So this is what a brand new one looks like. Look at that. It's just so clean. The bow cushions up the front. Oh, it's beautiful. Nice. I think this is the leisure one, so it's got seats in the back as well. It's just so nice. He's obviously got fishing gear in here. I'm not going to look at that too much, but the controls, the switch panel, the throttle, everything is just mega. So this is what you get when you buy a new one. You can spec them however you like. I know he's got like a Gucci sound system in his. He likes to listen to music when he's out, but what a dream. Anyway, this is the new one. You've seen mine. There we go. So guys, thanks for joining me on the first trip out on the boat. We will be going chumming, absolutely. What else would you like to see me do on this beast? got a few more jobs to do, so I'll finish the video off here, guys, and what I'll do is I'll some drone footage of this beautiful brand new Warrior 170 in the bay. Enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next video.